Welcome to the demo of Ingold Shipment Add-on for SAP Business One, a fully integrated and SAP certified solution designed to streamline the shipping process within SAP Business One. By connecting multiple shipping carriers such as UPS, FedEx, DHL, and DPD, it allows businesses to manage shipping operations more efficiently. In this demo, we'll show you key features like the shipment freight quotation, shipment management, label printing, and shipment status report. Let us start with the shipment freight quotation. Once the add-on is initiated in the Add-on Manager setup, you'll notice a menu under Ingold Shipment that contains several submenus. Here, we will find the shipment freight quotation. We first need to create a sales order. For demo purposes, we will select any sales order. This sales order contains multiple items, each with different quantities. Here we can see the logistics details, including the billing and shipping addresses. The shipping method has also been selected, as it is a mandatory field. After the sales order is generated, we can proceed to create a shipment associated with the order. Click on Shipment Freight Quotation in the menu to open the window. After the screen becomes visible, we can select the sales order number. As soon as the sales order is selected, the sales order details are displayed on the top left-hand side, while the shipping information, including the ship from and ship to addresses, appears on the right. Once we select the account through which we want to create the freight quote, it automatically populates the ship from address. Next, we will start creating the packages based on the item selection. For a demonstration, we are creating 2 packages for UPS right now. We are shifting 5 quantities to the first package. Next, we create 1 more package, and in the second package, we will ship this second item with 8 pieces. We can also do this partially. Once the packages are created, we can get the actual weight and enter it in the weight field. Assuming the first package weighs 5 kilograms and the second weighs 10 kilograms, a total of 15 kilograms will be displayed under total weight. Once this is done, we can click on Add button. After the shipment freight quotation is added here, you can click on the Calculate button to get the different freight costs. Once the button is clicked, on the right-hand side of the freight quote, we will get all the UPS shipping types and its shipping prices, exclusive of goods and services tax, as well as the expected delivery date. If needed, such as when an incorrect account is selected or to compare shipping costs, we can switch accounts and click Update to apply the changes. Afterwards, we have to click on Calculate button again. This will initiate the same process, updating all shipping rates according to the selected account. We will also have the option to compare shipping rates for FedEx by changing the carrier name. Currently, only UPS and FedEx provide shipment freight quote options through their APIs. Let us now take a look on functionalities of shipment management. We'll walk through the process of creating shipments in SAP using the Ingold Shipment Add-on. There are 2 methods for creating shipments. The first is through a single AR invoice, and the second is by utilizing the shipment management window of the add-on, which allows for creation of shipments via multiple AR invoices at once. To begin, we'll create shipments based on a single AR invoice. First, we need to select or create an AR invoice. For this demonstration, we'll select an already existing one. Once we have the invoice ready, the next step is to create the packing slips required for the shipment. Right-click on the selected AR invoice and choose Packing Slips from the context menu to proceed. Once the packing slip is open, we'll notice the option to select the package type. Choose the package type here. If we need to add more packages, we can simply click Add Row and select the next package type. Next, we'll begin packing the quantities for each item. Following that, enter the actual weight, including all the calculated weights for each package. Enter the weight details in the field and then click Update. Once we click on Update, the shipment status will change to Pending. We can further update the AR invoice as well. Next, select the shipping account for which we need to create the shipments and update the AR invoice. For the current scenario, we're using the UPS standard method along with the UPS shipping account. Now, return to the packing slip and begin creating the shipments. Once we select the packages, we will be prompted with an option to create the shipments. After clicking Create Shipment, the system will ask for confirmation. Select Yes. Once confirmed, the system will automatically generate the tracking number, update the shipment number, and change the shipment status to Successful. The next step is label printing. Select the packages and click on the Print Label button. Once we click Print Label, a new task window will appear, prompting to choose a printer from the drop-down list. After selecting the printer, click Print. Click Cancel to close the window. Now, we'll look at how to track the shipments and check the delivery status. First, scroll to the right side to view the current status. Initially, the delivery status will be blank. Now, select the packages and from the drop-down menu and select the Track Shipment option. Once selected, the add-on will start syncing the delivery status and other details in SAP against each package. We can see that the details like delivery status, expected delivery date, and time with their remarks are updated for each package. The next function is to cancel a package due to an issue. In that case, we can select all relevant packages and click on Cancel Shipment button from the drop-down. The add-on will ask to reconfirm the cancellation. Once we select as yes, the packages will be canceled instantly. The shipment status is updated from successful to canceled. Next, we will look at the process of creating multiple shipments based on multiple AR invoices using the Shipment Add-on. To begin, we need to expand the Ingold Shipment menu and navigate to the Shipment Management screen. Once the screen is open, there are several selection criteria on both sides of the screen. Here we see options for user preferences and different carrier preferences that you can use. We also have the option to specify the type of shipment you're looking for. Next, we can specify the country for which you want to create the shipments, and then select the start and end dates to retrieve the data. Here we will use UPS as the carrier for creating the shipments, and then click on Refresh. Once clicked, the data is directly loaded in the matrix table for those invoices where the packing has already been completed and are ready to be shipped. The data is loaded in the matrix. The first column shows the user who created the AR invoice document, followed by the destination country for the shipment. The next columns display customer details, including customer code, name, and shipping address. Further columns show AR invoice and packing details such as package type and weight. We can also directly open the R invoice by clicking on the yellow arrow. Next, we'll notice that the status of all the shipments is currently pending. To create the shipments, there's a button on the bottom. However, before proceeding, we need to select the shipments we want to create. Once all packages are selected, click on Create Shipment. Once we click on Create Shipment, a notification will appear prompting us to select a shipping account. To do this, go to the drop-down list and choose the desired shipping account. After selecting the account, we can click Create Shipment. The add-on will begin creating and syncing the shipment details in SAP simultaneously. We can view the updated details by refreshing the screen, which will show the successful shipment status. Now, the operation has been completed successfully. The shipment will either update from pending to successful status or failed status. If there is an error with the shipment, we can select the failed status and click on Refresh. We can see that no shipments have failed. Next, select the successful status and refresh the screen. Once refreshed, all shipments will appear with a successful status, along with tracking information such as the tracking number, shipment number, and label prints available for us to print. Next, we'll see how to perform bulk label printing for all the shipments we have created. To do this, open the label printing screen from the Ingold Shipment module. Once the screen is open, we'll see selection parameters such as the users who created the shipments, the from and to dates, and carrier names for filtering. Once we click on Refresh, all the labels that are yet to be printed will appear in the matrix below. We can then select the packages we need to print. After selecting the desired packages, click on the Print Label button. Once we click on Print Label, a print option will appear in the Task View menu. In the task view, we'll see the print option, where we can select the printer and click OK to start the printing process. Click on Cancel to close the window. The last feature is the shipment status report. Here we have two functionalities. First, we'll track the shipments and review their tracking details. Second, we'll get an overview report on how the shipment details can be filtered and checked. To begin, click on the shipment status report. This screen is similar to shipment management, where we have various selection criteria at the top. As an example, select UPS as the carrier and then click on Refresh to retrieve the data. Upon clicking Refresh, data will be loaded into the matrix table based on the selected parameters in the header. Scrolling to the right will initially display blank tracking information. To view updated tracking details, click the Track Shipment button at the bottom of the screen. Additionally, a scheduler can be configured to automatically update the tracking information. We can see at the bottom that tracking of shipments has been initiated, and the data will load shortly on this form. Once refreshed, scroll to the right to view shipment status, expected date, remarks, and expected delivery date. Additionally, you'll see the expected delivery time and delivery remarks. Once the shipment is successfully delivered, the delivery date and time will also be displayed. For an overview of the report, we can see basic information such as the user who created the shipment, destination country, service type, customer details, including name and shipping address, invoice details, and package information along with their weight. We will also have access to key information such as the tracking number, shipping number, and printable labels. Each of these labels can be easily clicked on to view and download the label in PDF format. Next, we'll also be able to view the delivery status here. If we'd like to search for a specific tracking number, simply enter the number in the tracking field and click on Refresh to retrieve the details. Based on the tracking number information, we don't need to enter the entire tracking number. We can simply enter any 2 or 4 digits, and it will automatically search the relevant data for us. Lastly, we'll see how we can cancel or void the shipments that we have already created. To do that, we'll again open the shipment management window and select the shipment status as successful and then click on Refresh. Once the data is loaded in the matrix, we can select the shipments that we need to cancel and click on the Void Shipment button. Once that is done, we'll receive a message confirming that the operation has been successfully completed. To view the canceled shipments, go to the Canceled Status section and click on Refresh. We'll see a list of all the shipments that have been canceled. With Ingold Shipment Add-on for SAP Business One, you can automate workflows, reduce errors, and enhance efficiency, all from a single integrated platform. To learn more, visit ingoldsolutions.com.